students. In this video, I am going to upload P block elements, 15th, 16th, 17th group, 15th, 16th, 17th group, which is there in second year topic. So before examination, how to revise? So who are going for final examination? So outgoing aspirants, and next one NEET and main students, and who are there in second year also, useful video I am going to do. So please everyone watch it and afterwards note down all the points in your class notes, in your notes. Then it is useful for the final examination and whatever you are facing weekend exams also. Now P block elements. First I am going to list out P block elements, second year topic. 13th, 14th we have studied in first year. In second year P block. Now first one is 15th group and second one 16th group and 17th group. Okay, and 18th group separately we can discuss. Now 15th group, so according to new name it is 15th group, right? Now this is 50A group element according to olden name. Why they gave 50A group means it has the valency electrons 5. Valency electrons 5. That's a 50A group elements. Okay, and its common name is nicogens. Nicogens. Why we call so? Why are you calling nicogens? Means it feels suffocation. Suppose the 15th group elements like poisonous gases, phosphine and all there, if it is there in atmosphere, if you stand over there sometime after that you will get immediately suffocation. So nausea, something. So that is the reason we call it as nicogens. Nicogens is nothing but simply it is suffocation. So next common names they are asking in lower level questions like KSET exams and all. Common names also they will ask. Next one 16th group. 16th group 6A group elements according to olden name, because here valency electrons equal to 6 and common name is chalcogens. Chalcogens. The word derived from chalcogens, Greek word. Chalcogens is nothing but ore forming elements. Ore forming elements. So whatever ore we are making, whatever metals we are making, we have to select first ores, right? All the ores available in the form of 16th group like oxygen form, sulfur form, zinc oxide, iron oxide, hematite, magnetite, and cinnabar, ZNS, PBS, all ores are available in oxygen family. That is 16th group element. That's why we call it as chalcogens. And what about this guy? Its name, olden one is 70A because its valency electrons equal to 7. Valence electrons equal to 7. Next one, its common name halogen. Halo is nothing but C and gen is nothing but salt producer. Sea salt producers. Whatever we are seeing the salts, NaCl, MgCl, these are all we are collecting from sea water, right? That's the reason. These are the common names, very basic questions. What is the general electronic configuration, students? So, 5 electrons, no? NS2, NP3. What about this? Yes, NS2, NP4. That's all. 2 plus 4, 6. That's all. NS2, NP5. Clear? Now, next one. So I am not going to discuss very basic points, and which is most important concepts where students confusing more, those points I am going to discuss. First one is 15th group. Let me list out first 15th group hydrides. 15th group elements. 15th group elements. Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Okay, so nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Its general electronic configuration we have taken. General electronic configuration is NS2, NP3. right? And the second important one is if you take electronic configuration, suppose in examination they asked nitrogen, phosphorus, any atomic numbers and electronic configuration. So you can write 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Based on electronic configuration, if you have any questions and queries, anything, so go just confusion. So go to the video. I have uploaded one video, electronic configuration, 4 different methods, how easily we can write. So look into that. Now next one, phosphorus. With the help of magic numbers, you people find out the even atomic numbers also. These are magic numbers. This is 7, no? 7 plus 8, yes, 15. 15 plus 18. 18, again you can add like 32. If you add, you will get the atomic numbers. Then with the help of what is that video, NLX method, all I have uploaded, go through that, write electronic configuration. Next most important, I said the most important exceptional cases I am going to discuss. Exceptional cases. Whereas atomic radius here no exceptional. Atomic radius as we move down the group decreases only. But ionization energy plays important role. Ionization energy. Nitrogen family IE greater than oxygen family. Oxygen family. Oxygen. What is the reason? See, NS2 NP3 electronic configuration, right? This is also NS2 NP3 NP4, right? If you write box method, if you will write oxygen and nitrogen here, nitrogen and oxygen, nitrogen is outermost electronic configuration 2s2 2p3. What about oxygen? 2s2 2p4, right? So if you write box method, here 2 electrons. If you write box method P, yes, it is 3 atomic orbitals, and this is what 2 and this is what 4, right? Hund's rule 1, 2, 3, 4. See, here actually more electrons is there. Most of the students will expect no ionization energy of oxygen is more because more electrons is there. To remove that electrons, it required more energy. No, not like that. So, what is the exceptional case? So, off filled. What is this? Off filled and completely filled. Off filled and completely filled. Atomic orbitals. Atomic orbitals. More stable. More stable. Removing such electrons, very difficult. Removing such electrons, very difficult. Need more ionization energy. So, write down the point here. Need very difficult. Need more energy or more ionization energy. That's all, students. If you catch this point, no, so not only P block elements, D and F block elements also. Copper plus 2, ionization energy exceptionally high. What is the reason? Like that, unpaired electrons, paired electrons, which is more stable. Why chromium, copper shows anomalous configurations? Many questions related to this subconcept. Half filled and completely filled atomic orbitals more stable. Removing such electrons very difficult. Need more ionization energy. That's why nitrogen ionization energy is oxygen. But always like this? No. First case only. First ionization energy of nitrogen is greater than first ionization energy of oxygen. But if you look into second ionization energy means already you are removing an electron. No? After removing this electron, what is the rest part? What is the next one? Next part is just you look into that electronic configuration. If they are asking stability means you have to write electronic configuration and check it. And ionization energy also. After removing, this is the condition of nitrogen, right? Now, the oxygen, after removing this electron, don't remove this electron, paired electron. So, last electron we have to remove all this. Okay? After removing that electron, this is your case. Clear? So, now E is now became off filled. So, that's the reason second ionization energy of oxygen is, second ionization energy of nitrogen is less than second ionization energy of oxygen, or else second ionization energy of oxygen is greater than nitrogen. So like this, you have to focus more. And ionization energy, other questions also I am going to upload. They will give 4 successive ionization energies or else 3 successive ionization energies, how easily we can find out the valence electrons and all. So next videos I will upload. but here only 17, 6, 15, 16, 17 I am discussing. Okay. So ionization energy plays important role, and the next case is, students, electron affinity. Electron affinity also plays important role. Electron affinity. The second element, phosphorus electron gain enthalpy always nitrogen. Second element ionization energy, second element electron gain enthalpy is greater than first element. So what is the reason? Okay, I am giving one homework question also, students. So you can do one question I am giving, test yourself question, or else do this question, try to do this one homework, and next one, next video I will give you answer. Electron affinity order of 15th group elements. Okay, so I am giving one point also here. Phosphorus electron affinity is greater than nitrogen. What is the reason? What is the reason? See, students, electron affinity is nothing but exactly opposite of ionization energy. Ionization energy means we are removing electrons. Simple way. Removing electrons, right? Electron affinity, electron gain enthalpy is nothing but adding electrons. Just ulta. Suppose you have got your value, what is this, 5.4 electron volts you have got it. Electron affinity means value will not change, value will be same, but sign conversion will be different. That's it. Ionization energy means, so just 5.4 value, this is electron affinity means gained, that's it. Now, next one, what I am trying to say here, ionization energy, clear. Electron affinity of second element is greater than first. What could be the reason? Actually, we have expected nitrogen greater than phosphorus, but that will be wrong. So, nitrogen electron negativity is 3, phosphorus electron negativity is 2, right? More electron negativity is there, fastly it can accept electron, more electron affinity we expected. But due to small size, high interelectronic repulsion. High interelectronic repulsions. Not only this family, other families also, other groups also, it will be the same thing. Common reasons. In organic chemistry, we have so many questions, but answers will be less like that. So due to small size, high interelectronic repulsion. But most of the students, they don't like inorganic chemistry because memory based, and afterwards, after learned so much also, it is very difficult to remember. We have to recall the points. That to exceptional cases, we have to focus more. Okay. Now, I'll definitely I can do all exceptional cases videos one by one. Nitrogen, phosphorus. Due to small size, high interelectronic repulsions. You will see nitrogen here, students. It has 7 electrons. Atomic number is 7. With small size, it has 7 electrons. You are adding electron, right? Adding electron time, what happened? He is ready to accept because its electron negativity is 3. He is the third most electron negative element in the periodic table, right? He is accepting at the same time more repulsions due to small size. So that's the reason he is not fastly accepting, but who is taking quickly, who is taking fastly, that has electron affinity is more, but here electron affinity is less due to, what is this? Due to small size. I have written above, due to small size electron affinity is less and interelectronic repulsions. What about phosphorus? If you look into phosphorus, it has 3 shells, no students, it has 3 shells, no? This is also 2 shells, no? So 3 shells, no, size increases. So now it has 15 electrons, though it is having excess electrons also because of its large size, what happened? Adjusted electron and upcoming electron repulsions are less. Clear? Yes or no, students? Yes. Like that, the same other groups also same, it will be effect. So chlorine, fluorine, they will compare questions. So next, sulfur, oxygen, they will compare questions. Okay. I gave one homework question. No, what is that? 15th group elements, electron affinity. Now next one. I am focusing more here, hydrides. hydride. Nitrogen and hydrogen. Hydrates means nitrogen family, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth, right? So see, nitrogen common valency. So common valency 3. Common valency equal to 3. And covalency equal to 4. And next one, maximum valency. So depends on question, we have to give answer. Maximum valency 5. So next coming videos I can upload oxides and all, and that time I will explain valency, common valence. Common valency here it is 3. Covalency 4. Why beyond that it is not possible? And where it shows 5 valency. In some compounds are unstable. What and all? Next points I will discuss in next video. Now nitrogen and hydrogen. How it's forming? Nitrogen valency 3, hydrogen 1, crisscross method NH3. Next PH3, ASH3, SBH3, BiH3. Names also. Names also. Ammonia. Ammonia. And this is what? Yes. Phosphine. And this is arsine. Right. So next one stibine. Right. Now next one bismuthine. Bismuthine. Clear students? Now from hydrates you can expect competitive questions. Okay. After that nitrogen preparation, next one ammonia, favorable conditions, we'll discuss later. So now hydrates. First one is thermal stability. Thermal stability of hydrates. Thermal stability of hydrates. See students. Thermal is nothing but temperature. Where temperature requirement is more, where temperature requirement is more. If it is stable, simple no? If it is stable, thermally we need more, thermally we have to supply more temperature. Thermal temperature is required more, then only we can break, right? So when it is more stable, if it is similar sign, yes, look into this, NH3 and PH3 and arsine. Next what students? Stibine and next one bismuthine, right students? Now ammonia. Ammonia, nitrogen size is like this and hydrogen size is like this, almost similar size. So that's the reason strong bond develops. Strong bond develops. Just now I said no, if it is stable, strong bond is nothing but stable. Stable is nothing but thermally more temperature is required. So as we move down the group, element size increases, right? Atomic radius increases, no? As we move down the group, atomic radius increases, no? Right? Element and hydrogen size is like this, right? Then bond length increasing. Bond length increasing. Bond length increasing means attraction will be less. Attraction will be less means bond dissociation energy is less. So finally I am writing here 1 point students. Listen. If strong bond is there, strong bond is there, strong bond is there, then need more temperature. Bond is weak, that is bond length increases, what happened? Bond dissociation energy decreases. That's all. So now either first one or last one you can find out. Remaining middle cases nothing. First one, last one, first one, yes, first one, this is last one. We found what is the point here? Thermally where temperature requirement is more, where is more stable, right? So now NH3. NH3, write the order. NH3 greater than, PH3 greater than, ASH3 greater than, SPH3 greater than, BiH3. Right students? That's all. Now next one. See, next most important, which is commonly asking question, basic nature. Basic nature. Most of the students confusing here only. Basic nature of hydrates. Basic nature of hydrates. That is 15th group hydrates, right? See, Most of the students know how they are giving answer: nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. As we move down the group, what happened? Metallic character increases. Metallic character increases. If metallic character increases, is nothing but they're expecting basic nature also increasing. They're expecting basic nature also increasing. Is it correct? Is it correct, students? No. If metallic character increases means they're expecting basic nature increases. But it's wrong. We should not take like this. We should not take like this. And then what is the reason? What basis we are explaining? Lewis nature. Lewis basic nature. Here you have to remember Lewis basic nature. Students, ammonia, basic nature of hydrates decreases down the group. This is the symbolic representation, decreases. Increases means I will write like the students to save the time. Increases and decreases means like this. Clear? Now decreases down the group. Okay, now look into this. Nitrogen, ammonia, phosphine, arsine, yes, stibine and bismuthine. Why? What is the reason? See, nitrogen has lone pair of electrons, right? Even phosphorus also lone pair of electrons. These are all sp3 hybridization pyramidal in shape. And the next coming videos I am going to upload. So first year and second year example, how easily we can work out hybridization, lone pairs, bond pairs, and next one geometry, shapes, everything. I am going to upload next videos, chemical bonding chapter time. And here this is sp3 hybridization, each one has lone pair. So now look into this: ammonia, phosphine. I am comparing these two. Nitrogen has lone pair and phosphorus also lone pair, both having capability to donate electrons. You know, donors are bases. Donors are Lewis bases. According to Lewis, we have different definitions, acid bases, right? But according to Lewis, which is donating electrons bases, he is also donating, he is also donating. Both are bases only. This is also base. But if you compare, ammonia is more basic. What could be the reason? Due to small size. Due to small size, freely donating electrons. Freely donating electrons. Who is giving fastly or freely electrons to outside? He is the great acid. He is the great base, good base. Due to small size, less steric repulsion, less steric repulsion, less steric repulsion, donating electrons, easy. Clear? Here what happens? If size increases, steric hindrance. Steric hindrance. Steric hindrance is nothing but bulkiness. This movement is not freely crowding something, crowding like. That's the reason he is not giving fastly. That's it. Reminding all, as we move down the group, all the case sizes increases. No? That's all, students. Based on Lewis basic nature, we are explaining. Now, next one. Reducing nature and acidic nature. Reducing nature and acidic nature. Both are same. Okay. Here a simple one point I will tell you. So here acids also we have different definitions. But inorganic cases, inorganic acids is nothing but who is losing hydrogen fastly. Right. Even that is mineral acids we know all are good acids. Here reducing nature and acidic nature, and inorganic, which is giving fastly hydrogen. Fastly hydrogen or easily hydrogen. Easily hydrogen. Which is easily, students? Tell me. So as we move down the group, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Definitely Definitely size, where increase, this is so like this is like this, size is like, see, sorry, little more bigger size. Now this one, bismuthine. Bismuthine and now bismuthine I am writing here. Bismuthine size is like this and hydrogen size is like this. Between these two, attraction will be less. Easily it lose hydrogen. Who is losing easily hydrogen? That is good acidic in nature. If it is good acidic in nature, least basic. Least basic. Right? Easily you can work out the question. Now write down which is reducing nature, acidic nature. So which is easy? Bismuthine. Bismuthine greater than, stibine greater than, arsine greater than, next phosphine greater than ammonia. That's all, students. So here acidic nature means you can take like this. We have to give proper reasons. Assertion reason type questions also there. That's why need reasons. Now next one. In this video the last one is boiling point. Boiling points depends on hydrogen bonding. Boiling points depends on hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding. Okay, see. So I am writing your boiling point. Here ammonia has hydrogen bonding. That too intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Ammonia greater than phosphine. Boiling point. What is the reason? Reason intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Wherever intermolecular hydrogen bonding is there, students, definitely it affects the boiling point, abnormality in boiling point, abnormality in BP, boiling point. Wherever intermolecular hydrogen bonding is there, definitely more boiling point than expected. Okay. Now, in this group, but bismuthine has highest boiling point. Now, ammonia has hydrogen bonding. Look into this hydrogen bonding. This is like this intermolecular hydrogen bonding. This is the hydrogen. Also, this is polarity is there, no, plus plus. This is plus, no. After certain time, some bonds develop. That bond we call it as hydrogen bonding. Between two molecules is nothing but inter. Inter is but in between. So hydrogen bonding, more associated molecules, associated bonds, associated molecules joining together. If more is there to break this bond, we need more energy, more boiling points, right? But that is also dominating bismuthine. Bismuthine, more boiling point. Afterwards, yes, stibine also more, then ammonia, then arsine, then phosphine. This is completely exceptional case, students. So this is one of the most confusing. Okay. So ammonia is here. Ammonia, and when a board level questions, no, students, board level means just they will compare ammonia and phosphine. Ammonia and phosphine. But here this bismuthine, sometimes they are not giving bismuthine. If they are not giving bismuthine, no, you can take it stibine. If they are giving bismuthine. So like that. Okay, students, it will be a long video. That's the reason I'm going to stop here. And the next 16th, 17th group also hydrates. I'll explain the topic and more. I'll cover with less time inorganic chemistry revision. Okay, students, thank you. Thanks for watching and subscribe the channel, students. Thank you.